again, and I'm still in the process of cleaning up and dusting my Oswald collection. So today we only have a few figures to show, and it's a continuation of the Universal figures, the ones that were produced by Taito, that I've been doing the past couple of days. So this set is a little bit different. So previously I had showed you the classic blue and yellow Oswald with the single strap over the shoulder. That's was my favorite of the modern designs. But they also had done a complete overalls version, and these are corduroy. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but it's a corduroy fabric. Still got the tag, thankfully, on a lot of these. But they were adorable figures. The buttons, actual wooden buttons that are sewed in there. So here's the red overall version. I think this was the first one that I found. And then over time, I managed to score a couple of others. This is the orange overalls version. Again, corduroy, wooden buttons, and these are not sewn into his shoulders, so you may have problems with it sliding down. So just be mindful of that if you find these figures. They're a little bit tricky, but aren't they great designs? So I got red, and then orange, and then I was fortunate enough to get a yellow one. So the yellow and blue was the actual Walter Lantz redesign from the mid-90s. Now, that redesign that I was talking about for the updated Woody Woodpecker animated series, they never actually had episodes with the updated version of Oswald, but he did appear in a couple of comics. So that's sort of where this design came from. But yellow and blue, of course, that's the combination that works best with this version. And the last figure on that shelf, because these figures are kind of big, they take up a lot of space, is the striped shirt version. Now, there was a striped shirt version. I think he might have had blue or green stripes. I don't have that one. He's popped up a few times. Maybe next time he does, I'll get it. Maybe not, because I'm pretty content with the number of the Taito Universal Oswald plushes that I have. So I'm in no rush to fill in any more, except for that XL one with the fingers sewn together. But other than that, these are fantastic figures. I hope you've been enjoying them from the past couple of days. So that's it for this particular shelf. As always, I am the co-host of the Pink Monorail podcast. We talk about theme park history. My wife is a theme park historian. We're working on a series called Manufacturing the Magic, the history of the American theme parks. But then once that series concludes, we're going to start talking about theme parks from all around the world and sort of the history and how they got put together. So if you're just looking for a little bit more on Oswald, you can find it on my blog, The Street Writer Podcast. So if you just do a Google search, it'll come up, and on the top corner, you can just type in the word Oswald, and you'll have a link to all my Oswald articles. So I mentioned most of the figures and most of the history there. So if you want to find out more about Oswald, be sure to check it out. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll catch you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody.